So I didn't know that they were going to do freaking reunions. 1, 2, 3 at that. So I wasn't expecting to grace, this camera screen again because I wasn't privy to knowing that they were going to do these freaking reunions. I feel as though, what for? There's nothing to say after this. There's nothing else to do. There are no loose ends to tie. What would a reunion do? Okay? So I saw the first one and I felt like, I think I was too baffled in the moment and just too surprised to even do a video. And so I said, I'm not going to tap into it, whatever. It's not enough reviews anyway or whatnot. But like I said before, I don't do this for the views. I do this as an outlet. I'm in school. I'm a stay-at-home mother. I just had a baby or whatever. I'm dealing with the COVID of, the schools going virtual, not virtual, virtual, not virtual. So this is my way of just getting out. Okay. So, I saw the second one about a few hours ago and what the fuck? Like I said before, I don't think there was a reason to do a reunion because they're not talking about what happened on the show. It's more of the riffraff that occurred, after filming when the girls get catty and start, talking and fighting on social media. I don't care to know about that. I don't care to know about that. But I found out and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What I must say is that what's up with the host? Claudia, I get the fact that we have to respect Claudia because she's not new to, the reality scene or whatever. She gets her marriage in her credits. She's an old head. She's not new to this game. I did not like the lady on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I felt like she was trying to be a bully and trying to be conniving when there was nothing to be conniving about. Like she was just trying too hard to fit in. I didn't like her. So now she's hosting these reality shows, and I'm not going to say that they're beneath her, but they don't fit her personality. Zeus needs to get hosts who can relate to these women, okay? Hosts that's been there, done that, been fighting, petty and all that, whatever. What can Claudia do? As she said in the trailer while she was getting dressed, I have a bachelor's degree in journalism, and I'm sitting here talking about poop in the toilet. Yeah, get out. Get off the show. You're qualified, but you're underqualified. Goodbye, honey. No one needs you. Okay? And the other lady, I don't know. I feel as though they could not tame Chance's, ladies. They could not tame none of these ladies. They were better off getting New York to host a show. Never mind. That would have been messing his own whatever. That would have been a show in a show in a show. I don't like them hosting. Okay? Don't like them hosting the show. What I do like and I respect is, and I'm seeing her in another perspective. I never had anything bad to say about her, period. But now seeing her take up for herself and bring that New York out of her, she gets rewards and claps for me. What was her name? Skittles. And one thing I love about a New York lady is that they don't give a fuck if you a man, a female, or male. They will step toe to toe with your ass, okay? And I can vouch for Skittles because I grew up in Roosevelt Projects in Brooklyn, New York, honey, and we fought boys. Now, I might have got my ass whipped a few times, but I wasn't afraid to back down. Bust the lip and all, I'm still going to fucking fight you, okay? That's how New Yorkers roll. So I give her that. I give her standing up for herself, and I do believe her. I'm sorry, Chance. I believe her when she says that he's a colorist. I believe that because as I stated in my previous videos, this Negro has a fucking type. It's always the mixed looking woman. You see, Yodeler he picked. Isn't she Jamaican and Mexican or something like that? Okay, that's cute and all, but that's his preference. The other girl he tried to choose, the one who's pregnant now, looks, like I always say, reminds me of Yodeler. Sometimes I call her Yodeler because they look too much alike. He's sleeping around with the soldier girl. She looks mixed. There was another girl that he was interested in that looks mixed. He has a preference. Now, I'm not saying there's something wrong with his preference, but don't you tear down another black woman based upon the color of her fucking skin. That irritates me, okay? Now, we all have our preferences when it's looking for love. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a milk chocolate motherfucker. You know, I wanted to have him like a milk dud looking or whatever. But that does not lead to love, okay? Right now, I'm with a short, light-skinned guy. He wasn't my preference, but he is the one that I love and I can't live without. That goes to say that preferences will never find you true love, baby. And that's why you're going to keep on looking and looking and looking. You're looking in the wrong place. So I give Skittles rewards for taking up for herself. There was no reason for him to be so nasty to her from the rip, because homegirl always came in there with genuine intentions, okay? I've never seen her talk about him. I've never seen her parade herself as someone who was, you know, out there for an opportunity. And in the interview, she always says, I hope he knows that these ladies are not really for him. So I didn't understand why he was so hostile to her. I don't. Like, he was saying that she was too hard and this and that and that and that. He you know, he had these preconceived notions about her, and they weren't relevant. They weren't relevant to her character. They weren't related to what she was trying to, you know, convey. So I didn't understand that. Now, immediately when I zoomed in on the show, there was a divisiveness, okay? I hate that shit amongst ladies. There was, to the left, it was, and I hate to say this, your D girls, your dick suckers. The ones who were like all on Chance's ass and just on him too much, taking up for him and defending him or whatever. And then there was the ladies who were, you know, had a problem with him in some way. And maybe it was because they were fighting each other, not basically because it was sides between who wants Chance and who doesn't like Chance. But to me, there was an immediate divisiveness that I can't stand amongst black women of color, period, okay? I do understand that there was some words exchanged and some addresses that were, you know, put out there on the social media. Now, I don't do well with social media, so I don't follow these ladies. But if Tokyo put freaking, what's her name, Snacks' you know, address out there, that's wrong. That's wrong. And I can't tell her to hold back from that ass whooping, because as a mother, I wouldn't know what I would do. I don't know what I'm capable of if you put my kids in harm's way by, you know, putting my address out there. There are psychos out there. You might think, oh, we're not that big and famous or whatever, so you won't, you know what? You just don't believe that can happen to you until it fucking does. You know? A fan base, it takes one tiny crazy person to get access to her and her kid, and that is freaking it. She was wrong for that. There's no excuse, Tokyo, for that at all. Okay? What I didn't like is the ladies fighting, okay? What's her name? Brown Sugar and the one with the blue dress that the girl said she wore that for the premiere already. What is her name? I don't know. They were fighting and all that, and I hated for Claudia. It was one moment when they were not fighting anymore or whatever. Everything was kind of resolved, but they were bickering going on back and forth, cattiness. And Claudia gonna say, you want a rematch? You want a redo? Honey, you need to take a match to that goddamn dress you had on. That shit just reminded me of a professional ice skater, okay? It was a hot mess. I don't know who styled them ladies, and I'm not saying I'm the best of the best or whatever, you know, but that fucking outfit just reminded me of the 90s when me and my cousins were sitting home on the couch looking at ice figurine skatings, and then we used to put on our robes and try to act like we were dumb. She looked at a fucking mess. And so did the Caribbean girl. I mean, lady, okay? Ike and Tina Turner Review want their outfit back. I'm just saying, whoever styled them, it just was not cute, okay? So her edging on the fight and just always, you know, she just contradicts herself. I'm this, I'm that. Oh, I won't have that. Oh, no, I have the degree in journalism. But you want these sisters to be fighting. Do you want a rematch? She's petty to me, and she's conniving. I've just really never been a fan of Claudia. Okay. So, what else? I did like the fact that Chance did apologize to Dottie, and just he divulged, you know, honestly about how sometimes it's out of his control when it comes to this type of industry, you always know that you're the puppet and there are puppet masters, goddamn Ray J and damn Princess Love and whoever else pulling the fucking strings. We all know that. It was out of his control. He apologized to that. He was the first to admit that from my perspective. So I give him props for that. What I don't give him props for is him going back and forth and arguing with a fucking female. And honestly, I'm sorry, I don't mean to put your business out there, Skittles, but are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? You know, you keep getting nauseous and shit like that. So, Chance, you're arguing with a pregnant woman, and I don't like that. My thing is, I get what she was saying might have not been true, but I'm kind of skeptical there because when Smiles, if y'all didn't notice this, Smiles was talking about how she was offended and how he had preferences and things like that. And it's okay if you have preferences, you know, and you like who you like. And immediately, Chance got so defensive and was like, what you mean? What you mean I like what I like? What you mean? Right then and there, I had to go back and say, oh, that's why he said, what you mean? What I like is what I like. Because he thought that he was on to his gay secret. And she wasn't even staring at, like saying that. But he was like, oh, what, she knows my secret? That's what he gave me. I might be wrong, but that's what he gave me. I ain't holding shit back. Fuck that. So, I didn't like that he was going back and forth with her. If you feel some type of way, it's just easy. Just like the teacher says, put your hand up. Put your hand up. Chance, you should have put your hand up and says, listen, production, if this woman is going to keep acting belligerent like this and indignant, I cannot sit here. You know, I'm an astute man of character, and me and my braids got to fucking go. And he should have left the scene. But for him and his brother to get all raunchy and irate like that, it just left my coochie dry. It was like, who can like him? Who would like that? You know? And then he goes to say that everybody is lying, and this and that and that. You damn right everybody is lying, because everybody is lying about them being on that show for fucking love. They on that show for opportunity. Yeah, y'all are liars. Okay? So, I didn't like that, and I didn't like on his way out off the stage, he was calling her a tramp or something like that. But was a tramp, Huzzy, a hoe? Tramp, I hate when men do that. It's like a boy to me. You got a tantrum because a woman is getting the best of you. And when they get the best of you, you have to stoop so low because you don't know what else to say that you're calling her out her name as tramp, this and that and the third, whatever. I didn't like that. I didn't like that, whatever. Also, I didn't like Mikey's, you know, that's a grown-ass man. Your brother a grown-ass man. He can defend himself. There's no little boys in here. Or is they? Him getting crazy like that. It's like, what y'all smoking? What you take before you got on the stage or something like that? Why are y'all going so crazy? I couldn't even hear what was going on. It was like everybody's voice was crescendoing over one another. Like, I'm just like, I couldn't sit there for fucking that. It was just a mess. What else? I just don't understand how these friendships morphed overnight. Because why the fuck is Roly Poly sitting next to them twins? I thought they couldn't stand each other. You get what I'm saying? It just didn't make any sense to me how these relationships morphed overnight after filming. I didn't like the fact also that even though I like Dottie, do I like Dottie? I don't know if I like Dottie. I didn't like how she has all that mouth, but, you know, she's so timid and coy and, you know, I just guess that's her, you know, genuine aesthetic. I don't know. Who else was on that damn couch? Them twins, Boxy twins was getting on my nerves. I couldn't stand. I was so glad that Spanish girl says, yo, Biggie, like, are you the fucking security guard? She got on my nerves. It's crazy how now she wants to take leadership and leadership roles, but during the whole entire season, she was like a motherfucking, you know, backstage girl, sucking this one and that one and whatever, and just looking raunchy and just displaying herself in just the most nasty and conniving way ever. And now she acts like she has a little bit of sense and she's, you know, vigilant, you know, and she's on to bitches. I don't like that. Are you slutty, vigilant? What are you? I don't know. Who else I don't like the fact that, I'm sorry, y'all gonna be so, I said I was never going to say nothing bad about these ladies, even if I ain't like them, but that fucking Roly Poly, I'm sorry, she looked like fucking Respucia when she got that wig snatched off her head. And I knew it. Everybody always said Roly Poly big, so when she, hits, it's going to be slow motion. No, don't always think just because a bitch big, they going to move fucking slow. How you think they got that big? They eat fast. Their hands move fast. So, bitch, of course she was going to swing fucking fast. I knew it was going to be, even before the previews, I knew it was going to be a goner with Tokyo. I just knew it because Tokyo has the loudest fucking mouth. She just showcased herself as just obnoxious and just loud mouth or whatever. But I just knew that she was going to get her ass whooped. What I don't like is the fact that, as I stated again, puppet fucking masters. How the fuck did Roly get out of that room with all them security guards? It should have never been a fucking fight number fucking 2. But they do that for the entertainment. They keep the show going. They keep the credits and keep everybody like, oh, wow. No. When they get like that, separate, have Roly Poly lock the fuck up inside the room, and that's it. There should be no reason why she got out, and then there was no one to hold the woman. They did that on purpose. Everybody just ran like fucking roaches. Dispersed like fucking roaches. Nobody was holding Tokyo. No one was holding motherfucking Respucia. My thing is, it should never went down like that, but they needed to make the fucking show spicy. And ladies,